Hello there, guys. This is Stephanie and the Soul Sister Monarch channel. How you doing this afternoon? It's a beautiful day. Beautiful, beautiful day. We've had a whole bunch of snow, and now we are clearing up, and it's melting like crazy. But it's beautiful out there today. So, Sagittarius, we are here to do your birthday reading. Saggy. All right. Let's get a little sage going. Welcome, welcome, all of our newbies that we have that have come to the channel that are a part of our tribe. We love having new people join us. So thank you for coming and watching and liking and subscribing and being a part of our movement, okay? We are here for the grand rising. We're ushering in the new earth as a collective. We are needed to bring the whole vibration up to a better level, okay? Because you guys are light workers. All right. So, let's see. Let's talk about Sagittarius for a minute, okay? You guys are the true blue players of the zodiac, okay? That's who you guys are. That's how you guys roll. I can't talk. You guys are by far, I think, the funnest zodiac sign in the zodiac. I love Sagittarius. Sagittarians. It's funny because you guys are the funnest people in the zodiac, but so many of you, depending on your placements in your birth chart, but all the different ones that I know, you guys also have a very beautifully calming side to you. That's very beautiful, very peaceful. So even though you guys are the fun hogs of the zodiac, you know, the crazy makers, have a hard time sitting still or committing to one person, when a Sagittarius does find their person, they stay. And they're very committed to that person when they find that person. That's not a problem for a Sagittarius. So, you guys love to learn things, okay? A lot of Sagittarius, like I said, depends on the placements in your sign, but a lot of you guys are detail oriented. So a lot of Sagittarius, like Virgos, like to make lists, okay? They like to make goals. They're good at budgets, okay? Budgeting. You guys are, you're ruled by expansion. Whether you know it or not, that is one of your ongoing things that a Sagittarius is constantly expanding, okay? You guys are some of the biggest thinkers in the zodiac. You can think outside the box, okay? You guys also love to travel. You're one of the other people that you're the travelers. You love to travel. So a lot of Sagittarians, let's see, what's the right word? Have gypsy spirits, have, not hobo, it's kind of like a nomad. Yeah, kind of like a nomad quality about them. But Sagittarians, they're very restless people. They like to go. They like to be on, like I said, they like to travel. They like to be on the move. They like to learn new things. They like to see new things. You are by far some of the most creative and curious people of the zodiac, which makes you very smart individuals. People mistake Sagittarians for not being very smart because they're so fun and they're on the go. A Sagittarius, they don't like to be serious with people that they just meet or people that they're just like getting to know. That's not their thing. No. They don't like drama. But they seem to get themselves in a lot of drama. That's the funny thing about a Sagittarius. They don't like drama, but they will definitely get themselves pulled into drama and not even recognize that they did this to themselves. It's kind of crazy. So, remember, you guys are the mutable sign, okay? Your symbol is the centurion. So, you guys are half man, half animal, or half horse, I should say, half human, half horse, which, think about it. That is the epitome of a human connecting. So you guys have this uncanny ability to connect with humans and animals. Like, it's off the charts, okay? You guys like the wild, wild world. I keep hearing that in my ear. You like the wild, wild world. Remember, you guys are ruled by Jupiter, okay? That's why I said expand, because why? Jupiter's all about expansion, okay? You guys, some of the areas, so Jupiter rules your thigh muscles. Sorry, I'm yawning. Rules your thighs, your thigh muscles. Jupiter rules movement. Like I said, expansion, expanding, forward movement. Think of a horse galloping, moving, okay? I'm trying to think of ways to explain this so that you guys understand it better. Let's see. I'm trying to think of some other things to talk about that other people don't talk about. You guys are humble people, but you're not. A lot of Sagittariuses have big egos, but then there's a lot of Sagittarians that are extremely humble. They're good speakers. A Sagittarius can usually communicate very well, especially if they have a lot of air in their chart. They're good at expressing themselves. They're good at articulating themselves. You guys are usually really good about getting people, like say you're at work and you're working in a group of people. You guys are natural born leaders too, by the way. But say, everybody's got to go around in the room, and you got to pick somebody that's got to stand up in front of everybody and speak on the subject, okay? We've all done that, or whether you're doing it in school, whatever. You would be the one that they would pick to get up and stand up and speak for everybody, because you have an uncanny ability to get across what other people can't get. You have a way of speaking things into the universe, or communicating it to others that they go, oh my God, now I get it. Yes, you just made sense. I totally understand what you were talking about, okay? That's a gift that you guys have, okay? A lot of you struggle, though, with being versatile and I'm trying to think of what's the best way. So you guys are super curious people, and you're super flexible people. Okay, so sometimes you run a challenge with those two things, because sometimes your curiosity will get the very best of you, okay? When you think it wouldn't, but it does, okay? And then sometimes, and why I say that you guys struggle with these things, because your curiosity can get the best of you at a lot of time, and it can lead you to put you into situations that you went, oh, I knew I shouldn't have went there, okay? And then you guys can tend to be too flexible with people. So then people end up running the muck on you, okay? Or they get you into situations that you definitely did not want to get into, okay? Let's see. Some of the other things. Let's go back to, you guys like to speak your truth, okay? A Sagittarius, one thing that you guys are really good at, say somebody's down and out and they're feeling really low and feeling really bad about themselves. You guys are that person that you will make lemonade out of a lemon and nothing else, okay? You're that one person that when everybody's feeling down, you can be down too, but you're going to put on that smile. You're going to walk in the building. You're going to show up at work, and nobody would have any idea the suffering behind your eyes, behind your heart, what is going on with you. And you would walk in and somebody else would be suffering just like you, but you would sit down and you would give that person a hug and you'd give them a little pep talk. Meanwhile, nobody would have any idea the pain and the silence and the suffering you've been going through. Okay? That's a wonderful, wonderful, beautiful gift that you guys have. Okay, this is one of the things I love to talk about when it comes to Sagittarians. They do have a very materialistic side too, okay? They love clothes. I mean, you guys are clothes mongers, love fashion, love style. My youngest son, his best friend is a Sagittarius, my Jakey. And Jake loves fashion. I mean, every time he comes over here, that kid is dressed to the nines. Even if he's dressed in Carhartt, he can make Carhartt look so damn good on him. He's a very cute young man, but it's just funny because he has so many clothes and shoes. And then Sagittarius, they take great pride in their materialistic things, and so they will take very good care of their stuff. Okay, a Sagittarius can be a lot like a Virgo in a lot of things. Sagittarius likes things a specific way. They don't like waste. They don't understand doing things for a reason that isn't productive, that it's wasteful. Okay, a Sagittarius, there's two kinds of Sagittarians. You have a Sagittarius that is extremely a minimalist, very simple. And then you'll have a Sagittarius that is so off the charts materialistic, and they have to have, the more things they have, the better off they are, okay? If you're a feminine and you're dating a Sagittarius, they are going to buy you really cool presents. Yes, they will. And they will they will always look better than you. Just know they're going to be fashion-wise. They're going to look better than you. You can think they don't, but they will, okay? But they'll dress you. That you'll come walking out and they'll be like, oh, no, that's not going to work. You need to go back in. You need to do then you can come back out and then we'll leave. It's so funny. So right before Christmas, Jake and Chloe came over to hang out, right? My youngest son's friends. And oh my God, Chloe had on the cutest jacket. It was so cute. I'm like, oh my God, I love this jacket. It was like this Sherpa kind of fleece jacket, you know? It was white and it had just giant black stars all over it. And it was kind of like a crop jacket. Oh my God, it was so cute. Anyways, and then she had on these cute hiking boots to like go with it, but were super fashionable. So I'm like, oh, Chloe, you look so cute. You look darling. Oh, where did you get that jacket? And she's like, Jake bought it. Of course. You know, ever since I've met Jake, my wardrobe has expanded. We laughed so hard. And then we all went out to breakfast for my youngest son's birthday. And she shows up and, you know, and of course, another cute outfit. I'm like, did Jake buy that? Well, what do you think? She, you know, because I'm everybody's other mother. They call me, you know, I'm always the other mother. She's like, what do you think, Mom? Hello, Jake bought it. So my son's always, I love it when he gives me his hand-me-downs because they're just the best ever. And the Sagittarius will they take pride in their things, and so they will take really good care of their stuff. So, yeah. Let them, you know, give you things. You will be in heaven. All right, let's tap her up. See what we got. Let's see where my Sagittarius are. Oh, so what came into my mind when I was thinking about, you know, all the things I was going to talk to you guys about, because you guys are some of the coolest people in the zodiac by far. And so it come to me, the Emperor has new clothes, okay? The Emperor has new clothes. I don't know where that came from, but when I was growing up, there was a movie called The Emperor. Yeah, it's something like that. The Emperor has new clothes or something. It's really old. But that's what it reminds me of. So Juno, partnership, the lovebirds. You! We love that. Yeah, baby. Awesome. You guys are, this is like 6 of cups, 2 of cups energy. I love it. The lovers. Yeah, this is some good energy. Sag. Megan just mooed. See, we are on track. Megan's on the ground and she's mooing like a cow and she's a dog. So if you're new, my dogs are always in here. I have 3, but only 2 live here. And we've got Megan, Nutmeg, and Bandit. And they're amazing. They're my life. So Megan doesn't, neither one of them know that they're dogs. But Megan moos like a cow, and she oinks like a pig when she gets excited. It is the funniest damn thing you've ever seen. The other night, my son and I were watching this show, and he was like pushing, we were downstairs, and he's like pushing her and moving her around so we could like get all adjusted. And she's like, and she's just like mooing. He's like, oh my God, she really does. She thinks she's a cow. I'm like, I know. I told you. He'd never heard her moo. I always talk about it. And she always does it when he's never around. And he's like, you're right. I go, now wait till you hear her get all excited and she oinks for you. Anyway. Oh, okay. We got some stuck energy here. So this is your 5th house that you got some stuck energy going on that you're going back and forth about, Sag. Oh, I said 5th house, didn't I? No, it's your 1st house. Oh, okay. Well, okay, we'll talk about that in a minute. Ooh, you guys got a lot to talk about, and you're dealing with the bug. Oh, Aquarius. I saw Taurus energy. Uh-oh. Woo. Wow. Okay, we're going to do one more roll. One more roll. We got some twin... Ooh. We got some twin flame energy going on. Oh, you are working. That's funny. That is funny. So you're really working out of your sun sign and your ascendant sign. So find out what your ascendant sign is. And you're putting oh my God, that's so funny. I just said that. Because then I flip over the deck and it's your descendant sign is the opposite. So this is good. This is good. This is good. You are really coming around. Woo. Okay, Saggy. There's something going on with authority too. So I don't know if some of you may have a court case going on. Some of you may be fighting for custody. Some of you may, I said divorce, right? Somebody's got court going on somewhere though. Okay. I just picked up on that. There's something going on with court. It was in the upright though. So that doesn't worry me. Somebody's holding on tight though. So you've been in your, oh, that's why that's here. Okay, so you've been in your head about some stuff, guys, like tormenting yourself. Some of you have been having nightmares. Some of you haven't been sleeping well. Some of you are dealing with some guilt, okay? Some of you are having major changes with your job, your career. Some of you are losing money. You're going backwards with your money. Some of you are going to be stepping down, okay? You've got to get out of your first house, it's stuck, okay? You've got, and this is where your first house, this is arrival, okay? So if the arrival is stuck and blocked, you don't have anywhere to go, okay? So your first house, this is how you enter the world. This is how you came into the world. This is the time you're born, the planets that were aligned, what was going on with the stars, the moon, the planets, the sky, the whole universe, the galaxy, okay? This is stuck, okay? So when this is stuck, this tells me some of you, your mothers had some serious traumatizing childbirths bringing you here, okay? And that traumatizing childbirth that you went through coming down through the womb made your arrival here on Earth kind of difficult, okay? This is something that you quite haven't worked through, so whenever you go to get into something new or exciting or an opportunity, you almost self-sabotage it, okay? So that's self-sabotaging energy in your first house. So let's go back over your first house again. So people get your sun signs they get so obsessed with their sun signs. They get so fixated on their sun signs, and it drives me nuts because I guess it's a huge part of us, but yet it's really kind of small when you learn about all the other things that are going on, okay? So your sun sign, just like the first house, this is your first impression of the world. This is the first impression of you you coming into the world, okay? Our sun sign is our birth sign, guys. And we will spend our entirety that we have here on this earth, the contract that we signed to come down and be here with, you spend that whole time learning, having life lessons, absorbing information, releasing things, breaking old soul contracts and various other things. That's weird. I just noticed that. Anyways, how do I explain it so it doesn't confuse you? So part of our goal, that's a good way to put it. Part of our self goal here on this earth is balancing. That's the better word. I'm just trying to think how to articulate this to you guys. So it's balancing out our birth sign, okay? So when we leave here, okay, I'm a Libra Scorpio, so I'm really screwed, right? Okay, because first of all, Libra, it's all about balance. I don't care you will never find a Libra that is balanced out. It doesn't happen. We struggle our whole lives trying to find balance. Libras do. That's why you're given those skills. So it's a balancing act all the time, okay? So when you're a cusper, it's hard enough for everybody when you're with your sun sign that you came here as this sun sign. This was your arrival, and when you leave, we're supposed to balance it out. We're supposed to master it out. So then, can you imagine being a cusper? You got two signs next to each other that you're always trying to balance. And when you were born, boom. Can you imagine? Yeah. Being a cusper, woo, you might as well be a Gemini. Yeah, you might. I tell everybody that's a cusper, you're really just a Gemini. You really are. So anyways, okay. This is how you enter the world, your first impressions, the birth of your journey, the birth of your self-discovery into who you are, okay? I read a book once. It's kind of cool. Explain the different houses. Think of it like when you're born into a village. And this is the map of your village, okay? So you go over into this one sector over here and say, this is your first house, okay? So everybody over here is trying to master how they came into the world. Their own journey. They're trying to get onto their purpose, their self-discovery of who they are. So when they leave here, they can say, I came what I did to do, and I did it. Okay? That is really all your birth sign is about. People make it so much more complicated. Okay? This is, another good way. So the whole wheel with all the houses in it, look at that. It's like, when you go to the mall, and they have like the guide up, or I don't know what you call it. And it tells you where the different stores are. That's what the wheel is about. They have all the houses in it, okay? It's an information guide. It's an information center for you, okay? I'm trying to think of some other things to make this so you guys understand it. When you work in the first house, you have to take responsibility how people are perceiving you. Even though it's not our business how people see us, judge us, or feel about us, it's your responsibility how they perceive you. Okay? So say you walk in the door into a group of people. You have to take responsibility how you walked through that door. Are you going to walk through that door with anger? Are you going to walk through that door with intimidation? Are you going to walk through that door trying to manipulate people? Are you going to walk through that door lying to people? Are you going to walk through that door with the most beautiful smile on your face? Are you going to walk through that door lit up like a Christmas tree, shining like a star? And when you walk in, people just gravitate to your energy. So that's what I mean about your first house, and by the perception and taking accountability for how you are perceived. So it's your mannerisms, your appearance. Say you're a person that uses their hands a lot, like me. I'd be screwed if I didn't have my hands, because I'm always talking with my hands. So that would be me being more cautious about my flaring hands, and how I use them. And how people are looking at that and perceiving that. Okay, that's kind of like one of the things. So when you come into a group or an organization, your first house is like, are you going to be on the defense all the time and be all prickly and like bristly and people like, oh, there they are, hard for people to deal with? Or are you going to be that person that when you walk in the room, it's like, oh my gosh, yes, she's here. Come over here, sit by us. We can't wait to see you. We can't wait to talk to you. When accomplishing what needs to be done in your first house, when people leave being in your presence, they'll be, when you leave them, can't talk. Somebody doesn't want me to talk. People will be so excited to see you again. They'll be like, I can't wait till I see that person again. Okay? So that's also about your first house. It's also about changing your approach, the different circumstances, being flexible, being versatile, leading with compassion versus leading with intimidation and manipulation. It's coming in and it's being flexible. It's being able to compromise. Okay, people don't ever hardly talk about that about the first house either. But it's your approach to those circumstances. It's the first impression that people get from how you approach these different types of things. Okay, it's how these reactions affect your identity, if that makes sense. So all these different actions create a reaction, but then people make their own perception, and then that's how they create the identity that they have about you. Okay? Let's try to think of some of the other things. So say you have your own business like this. Your first house also can be about how you have a business of your own, or you're a boss. You have some kind of a role that you're a leader in. So when you're in your first house and you achieve that, it's how do you lead with that? How do people perceive how you lead with that? If you have a business, it's when people hear the name of your business, or they say they hear your name, it's what comes to mind first. What do people think of first when they hear your name, or they hear the name of your business? Okay. When you work in your first house and you start to balance that out more, you become more transparent. Okay. You allow more vulnerability into your life, and you allow yourself to be more transparent. But you have to be careful. Because sometimes when your first house is off balance, you can have surges of flare-ups of your temper. You can also become highly emotional, because if you're not balanced out in this house, people are going to react to you differently than the way you think that your arrival is coming in. So the way people are going to react to you when you arrive or you enter a room, that's going to give you the sign of what you need to really work on in that house. Okay. So your first house too, you have to remember, people will throw up a lot of smoke screens, okay, to see what you can see and what they can see, to see how deep will this person dive to figure this out. Can this person see what I can see that's visible surface level? Okay. A lot of Sagittarius live their lives surface level and not deep. They don't like to dive deep, because when you have to dive deep, oh my God, you got to talk about feelings. You got to talk about emotions. Okay. That takes too much time. I want to have fun. Okay. Also, some of the challenges also that can be brought upon is that, sometimes you guys can get super excited about something, and you can take an idea or a plan and you'll take off with it, and you will go so far left or right with it, and you bring it back to present it, and everybody's going, what? What? So you got to be careful, because you guys can go way left, way right with some of your crazy ideas that you have. Okay. All right. What else do we have? Debilitated. Okay. So since you have this stuck arrival energy, that is making you feel debilitated. Okay. So you're stuck, paralyzed. There's something right now that's making you feel stuck, and it's making you feel paralyzed. Okay. Your second house. Well, this is good. This is about your abundance. This is about your resources. Okay. Somebody is going to present an opportunity, Sagittarius, to you. Let me see something here. Well, for some of you, this is going to be a good opportunity. For some of you, there's lots of secrets behind this. And there's a different agenda. And once they get you to sign, accept, here, sealed and delivered, the deal's done. So some of you are being led down a road that it's an empty victory. Okay? I keep hearing empty vessel. Some of you are going to be led into a new opportunity, collaboration, partnership with multiple people, not just one, but multiple people, that you're going to make bank. Yeah, you're going to make bank. Some of you are stepping into your journey, into your personal power and who you really are and what you're really here to do on this earth. And once you step into that, the abundance is going to be off the chains. I keep hearing cha-ching, 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 like money. Okay. So this is your resources. Okay. This is you working hard. This is your second house, okay? So, I mean, it's so funny because you got first and second house coming out right after each other. That does not happen hardly ever. So this is your resources, okay? But remember, you're partnering up. I'm getting the Two of Pentacles energy that they're showing me in my third eye. And it's not you juggling people. That's you, like, just being forward focused on your money, on your career, and you guys are really good at this. You guys are really good about being multifaceted. You're great multitaskers. That's another thing. that Sagittarius are really good at. You guys can tend to get bored really, really easy. So a lot of you like to have lots of different things going on at the same time. I know a couple of different Sagittarians, and they have multiple businesses. They're entrepreneurs, and if they didn't, they would be bored to death. That's just how they roll, you know. So this, a lot of people don't talk about your second house, how it's related to your body as well. And so this is like, oh, so this card always to me is, I call it the health and wealth checkup card of your mental well-being, your physical well-being, and your career sector well-being, okay? Because you have to have good well-being on the forefront of your resources, or you won't, the flow of abundance will flow away from you, okay? So if the health of your abundance isn't on, the money will go away from you instead of coming towards you, like I said. Okay, so this is how, when you work in this house, this is your relationship to money. This is how you feel about money. So what tells me here is when you were younger, money was a problem in your household. Money was a problem for some of your parents. And when you were born, that was also a problem. And so your whole life, your relationship to money has been, you've self-sabotaged it a couple times. You've missed opportunities that came to you several times. And a lot of it is your belief that you don't feel that you can step up and do it. And half of the time, Sagittarius, you are way more educated than the person that you went up against. You have the communication skill set far reaching than the other person, okay? You were more qualified for most of the jobs that you've gone up against than the person that got it. Okay? But you've got this stuck energy. You don't have confidence in who you are and throwing it out there to the universe. This is me. I love who I am. You guys can accept it or not. It doesn't matter. I'm here. I've arrived. Like me or not. Okay? So yeah, I told you this is about how you feel about money, your relationship with money. So many people that are on their spiritual path have mixed feelings about their relationship with money, okay? So when you're working in your second house, most people don't talk about that either. But if you're in your purpose, if you're on your path, money is supposed to flow to you and be directed back around to help you guide and help people that have like-minded interests like you, okay? But you need the money to flow and to come in so you can help be a better resource to those people with that, okay? So, until you get rid of this stuck energy in your first house, it's going to trickle down here. You'll end up starting having problems with your money. Guaranteed. You will end up starting having problems with your money. Okay? So your second house too, this is where someone struggles with their relationship with their spiritual relationship to money, and then their 3D self-relationship to money that was formed from their childhood on, okay? So this is like a wellness check with how you relate to money in your life, okay? And your resources. It's getting rid of that mindset of it's never enough. I don't have enough. So-and-so has that. I don't have it. I should have that because I did that. Oh, I so deserve that. That should be mine. That shouldn't be theirs. Okay? It's getting rid of that mindset so that spiritually you can align. And once you spiritually can align, then that flow of money will return back to you. Okay? When you're also working in this house, you're being asked to reevaluate the message that you put out to yourself, no one else, to yourself about money. Do you really believe that you deserve the very best? Do you really believe that your hard work is going to pay off? Because if you don't, it won't. Okay? So when we work with the second house, this is also a belief system that we're working with, okay? About you amping that up, okay? Protecting that. Because if your second house is all squampus, everything else is going to go squampus too. Okay? Because abundance flows in many ways for us, right? We have abundance with our health. And how many ways with our health? Mentally, emotionally, and physically. So if our relationship to money and all those sectors that I just talked about is all squampus, I really don't believe that I can get myself out of debt. I really don't believe that I'm going to make a six-figure income by such and such. This is about setting goals too. So when you work in your second house, this is about setting goals financially for yourself and achieving them. It's also when you work with your second house, this is where your integrity comes into check, Sagittarius. So are you doing bad business dealings with your money, your resource, your assets? Let's see their way to put it. Have you joined a group of people that maybe you've been approached, like a scheme of some sort, a con? It could be a pyramid, it could be Ponzi, whatever. But say someone's come to you and said, I have this great idea. We're going to make all this money. And this is you just taking a blind leap of faith into the situation and not looking at make sure all those I's are dotted and the T's are all crossed, okay? So whatever endeavors you're in or whatever opportunities that you're taking, make sure that the assets are all there, okay? Remember, somebody can look really good on a piece of paper, but is that liquid? Because it isn't shit if it's not liquid. I don't care who you are, how big and bad you think you are. If what you own on paper isn't liquid, it's not yours. You don't own it. Okay? I do this for a living. So I argue this with people all the time. Well, that's my house. That's not a car. No, it's not. No, it's not. You're renting that. You're renting that. I hate to tell you. Your name is on the note. Your name is on the title, but you don't own it. The credit union does. When you pay this off, then it becomes yours. Then it's an asset that's liquid to you. So this is also about an opportunity. Remember I said you're going to have some opportunities so you might have an Aquarius, you might have a Taurus, you might have a Leo, a Scorpio, and a Virgo, possibly an Aries, that approach you with a business idea, okay? They're going to make it on paper look really good. So I'm just warning you right now. I'm warning you right now to double check every bit of every piece of whatever this contract is that someone's going to throw in front of you. Because I keep getting this rushed energy. Like someone's going to want to rush you to make a decision really quick. Someone's going to want to rush you to sign the dotted line. And then once it's done, it's done. And you're in and you can't get out. They've made sure that the loopholes that maybe, say this deal goes wrong, okay? There was some loopholes originally in it to get out. They've made sure those loopholes are gone. Null and void, I keep hearing. Null and void, okay? So please, 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 please be careful there, okay? So when you're also working in this house on resources and things coming to you, if you're working out of your ego, I want you to listen to this really, really good. If you're working out of your ego, if you're working from a selfish place down below, if you're working from manipulation, if you're working from being very selfish, or feeling a sense of entitlement, or this is mine, this belongs to me, this is all going to go bye-bye. Okay? This all will go bye-bye. Okay? So your relationship with money is really important right now, especially since you have this stuck energy. So you are supposed to have an arrival of a new opportunity. You're supposed to have an arrival of some new resources, maybe some assets. Some with Bitcoin. I keep hearing Bitcoin. So I don't know. Electronic currency. So just remember, I'm also hearing what you think you see is there is not. So remember, I told you somebody's going to come in and they're going to make it look really, really, really good on paper. Okay? What they want to get you to sign something. I don't know what, they're just driving me nuts because they're just like pushing this. So please be careful, Saggies. Please, please, please be careful, okay? When this is upright, this is you like cleaning up your act in the material world. This is you not being so damn selfish. This is you not looking. That's kind of one of the downsides of Saggies, is sometimes you can look at people as an actual object. Okay? You've got two modes that you like to run around in. Lustful energy, fun energy, playful energy. Okay? Then you guys have another mode that you like to run around in. And it's abundance. It's materialism. And it's, let's see, what's the right word? It's not being selfish. It's not being overly controlling. It's the way that you want people to perceive. Okay, there I go. It's the perception of how you want people to look at you. Okay? Because there's a bunch of you that are more concerned about how you look outwardly to people than you do inwardly, okay? And that outer shell is just a shell. So some of you are going to end up biting off this apple here and diving in first and finding out it was a rotten apple. And the pool you dove into head first, there wasn't any water. Okay? So just be careful, okay? Just be careful. So also at this time, the integrity is really highlighted in this house as well. So dignity, integrity, loyalty. So just be careful, because somebody is going to test all these things about you. And some of you, you're being set up to be tested by the universe because you've leveled up to a certain place in your journey, in your soul mission. And so you're going to be tested to see, all right, let's see if all this progress this person's made, are they really living this? Are they really doing this? Or is this just an act? Okay? I gotta close. It is hot in here now. Okay? Then I told you, we got Aquarius energy. Okay? This is all about this energy here. This is giving and taking. Okay? This is receiving energy. Okay? This is collaborating. This is partnership energy. It's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful energy. Okay? Then you got Virgo energy here too. Okay? That's another great energy. Okay? Both of these are all about partnering up together. Okay? And this is good because you're digesting things now. You're listening now. You're going, okay, I'm going to change that. I'm going to do this a little bit different from what I was doing before. This means that things that you're being told, you're not rejecting it. You're digesting it. You're accepting it for what it is. And you're like, okay, I got it. I have figured it out. I need to do this, and that. And I'm not going to be offended that this person's telling me to change this up or do this different. You're willing to accept it and use it for the good of you and the situation that you're in, okay? So this is awesome energy, okay? Let's see what else. The Midhaven. Now, this is in reverse. So, oh boy. You got secrets. You got your ascended sign and your descended sign. You guys got a lot going on. But see, that's you guys. That is so you guys. You guys always do have a lot going on. And you guys can juggle. You guys are very good at juggling. Okay? So the Midhaven. This is about clues. Oh. So this is about when you were raised, okay? This is about how your family trained you to look at the world, okay? This is about what you were told and what you were led to believe is true. It's in the reverse. So, Sagittarius. Everything you learned as a kid, everything you were told by your family, you're calling bullshit on it right now. You're like, nope, that's not how it is. Nope, that's not how I see it. So when this happens, when the Midhaven is in reverse, which it came out, this is telling me that you have gone through a giant spiritual awakening. And this is when you go, oh my God, everybody's been lying to me. Everything I thought to be true is not true. It's like shock. It's like, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Okay. This is you taking inventory of your own family, your personal life. It has to do too with Midhaven, has to do with your reputation. So some of you may have been out playing around, really living it up, having a good time. And you've got some people starting rumors and talking about you behind your back, and it's come back to you. And you're like, I don't think so. Okay? So you're going to strengthen that. Okay? You're going to work on that. You're going to expand on that. This is like you reinventing your whole life. Okay? When Midhaven's in reverse, this is like you doing a complete overhaul on who you are. Okay? For some of you are letting go of family members and walking away and going, I can't deal with you. I can't relate to you. I don't understand you. You don't get me. We can't mesh. And neither one of us want to be flexible. Neither one of us want to compromise. Neither one of us want to even really be around each other. Okay? We just don't. So it's kind of walking away energy when that's in the reverse. Okay? These are all the things that you inherited from your family, whether it's mannerisms, whether it's a special skill set, whether it's how you deal with things or look at things. And this is you like looking at your family and how everybody acts, reacts, deals with things, doesn't deal with things, what they believe in, what they don't believe in. And this is you going, oh, none of this is for me. None of it. Okay. For some of you, this is a marriage or this is a relationship that you were in and going, nope, how did I get here? None of this resonates with me. I don't belong. Okay. So this is a feeling of what used to be very familiar to you, what was second nature to you, not being that way anymore. Okay. It's you just not feeling it. Okay. And for a bunch of you, it's like feeling like a fish out of water. What's the other? We were talking about this when I had to sell my house and move, and my whole life got turned upside down. I mean, everything changed. My job, my house. I mean, you name it. Not one thing stayed the same, and it's very difficult. After my whole raising my kids. And the house that I built with my first husband and having to leave and like I said, getting divorced at the same time, having to sell my house. And my job at the time, the owners decided to sell. And we were it was my most favorite job in the world. And I loved those people so much. So that was another giant blow. And then I was going through a giant battle with my family. And so then I had that on top of that. And then I had 2 kids that from everything that was going on, they weren't digesting any of this well, and they were losing their shit. And this was me going, everything that I know doesn't make sense now. None of it. Everything I believed in, I don't believe in now. So somebody's going through a giant mind-blowing realization. and they feel like their whole world has been tumbling down. There's been things hidden behind the scenes that are now starting to, creep its way out, that you're going, oh my God, how did I not see that? How did I ignore that? How did I not know that? Okay? That's that energy, okay? This is about your traditions in your family. This is about family gatherings. This is about getting together. This is certain things that you guys have all done for years and years and years. And this is you going, I'm not doing this anymore. I don't want to. Or this is you going, we're switching this up. We're going to do something new. We're not going to do what everybody's done in the past. We're going to create our own traditions. We're going to create our own way of doing things, okay? This is you rejecting the norm from the past and going, that doesn't work for me. It feels like me shoving a square peg in a round hole. It won't go, okay? It just doesn't work. This is also other people's expectations of you, your own family. This has to do with your family history. Is it complimentary to you? Is it not? I keep getting the word humiliate, so for somebody, they feel humiliated, okay? When it's in the reverse, you feel like you have a bunch of hurdles that you're having to go over and to get through, okay? To get to the end. But like I said, this is overcoming certain things from the past. This is like you sticking up now and saying, you know what, Mom? I don't want to come to you. My kids are grown. I'm old. I'm not getting up at 7 a.m. We don't have little kids anymore and coming to your house for Christmas breakfast. I'm not doing it. I'm going to sleep in. When my older kids are done with their families and when they're ready to come over, we will all meet there, okay? This is you changing things up and putting your foot down and saying, I'm not going to do this anymore the way it was done before. It's okay. I can change this up. I don't have to be expected to do everything that everybody did in the past, okay? I can make my own way with my own immediate family, okay? Yeah, I'm trying to think of some other ways. I'll have to get way too far deep into that. But anyways, that gives you an idea there what's going on. You're working with your ascendant sign and you're working with your descendant sign. So what I'm going to do, Saggy, this is my lunch hour. I got on to do this video. Happy birthday video for you. I got to go back to work. Okay. When I get off, I'm going to jump back on and we'll do like another 20 minutes and finish off your birthday reading. We're going to, at that time, we're going to dive into your ascendant sign, your descendant sign. And then, like I said, you got some emotions that are going to be coming up to the surface. Okay. It's in the upright. So we like this. I mean, oh, this is so amazing. Look at this. Look at this when you put these two together. Look how beautiful this is. So this is really cool. I have never had these two cards come out together ever in a reading. Look at that. This is so cool. Way to end this video. But anyway, I'm going to get back on. We're going to dive deep into your ascendant sign. We're going to dive deep into, I said ascendant and your descendant sign. We'll talk a little bit about the moon, okay? I think what we'll do is since we have the moon card here, I'll give you guys a real quick rundown on the moon phases and the meanings so that you kind of have a little idea. So when you come back, get yourselves a pen and paper because there's going to be some stuff about the moon phases that you probably are going to want to write down, okay? All right, guys. I'll see you in a little while. Have a great rest of your afternoon, and I'll catch you on the flip side.